welcome or welcome back to another one of my videos. Today is Born Pretty Day. Now I know that was one that I said as a definite, and then I said to Aimeili, just surprise me. So let's have a look. So we've got 3 cat eyes. I think they're cat eyes. Watercolour, yeah, they're cat eyes. And they come from the First Love collection. So we've got MY06 and MY02 pink and what looks like a purple. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Oh wow, I was not expecting those colours, but we'll see what they're like when we do the cat eye. And then this one is one of their new ones, MY393 Blazing Sky. I've seen this all over Instagram and it looks, do apologise about the birds, they're on one today. This just looks insane, so I'm excited for that. I've also got the Super Shine Silver Metal Painting Gel. These are the new formula, so it's got more of the silver pigments in them, so you get more shine. And I do have one of these open, so I'm not going to open that one. See, exactly the same. And then we have Builder Gel. So there are the ingredients. Now this is one of the 8-in-1 Builder Gels. I have it in clear. I think there's like 12 colours. Let me, don't quote me. Well, I mean, there's definitely more than 10 because I've got 10, haven't I? So, so I love this just as much as the 6-in-1, which is my huge go-to for everything. This is base gel. You can build your apex, so you can build your strength on your nail. You can use forms and create like a nail extension, so nail shaping, it helps with that. You can use it as slip solution if you're doing poly gel, and it's a blooming gel as well. You can use it to mix colours, you know, like or pigments or the cat magnetic powders, stuff like that, or you could just use it as a colour gel, and obviously it's going to give you some added strength. So it's 60 seconds under your UV lamp, LED lamp as normal. Now as a blooming gel, yeah, I mean, it's fab. But how cool is it that you could have a coloured blooming gel? That's just, it's a really nice nude, jelly nude. So we're going to swatch that. And obviously I've got the clear. The 6-in-1 obviously does some of those as well. This can be used as nail tip glue if you're doing Gel X design. You can use this as a top coat as well. It leaves a tacky layer, but you can wipe off the tacky layer and it's a top coat. Also a base gel. I use it all the time for encapsulating like big chunky glitters or you know, sealing charms. It's a builder gel as well, but so they do vary. Right, so I'm gonna put this, looks gorgeous. So if you're going to use it as a builder, then like I say, you can get this in so many different colours, all the pinks and more sheer ones and things like that. Or you could just get the clear. They're really handy to just have, you know, you can grab them because they have so many uses. Need a bit of a bigger bead. I haven't done Builder Gel like this for so long. So when you apply Builder Gel, you don't want your brush to ever leave the product. So you sort of sweep it down, place it where you need it. That's a gorgeous nudie colour there. And then just, obviously if this was a person, I'd be using me liner brush just to bring it around the edges. But so you could use this for the same as what I use, the 6-in-1, the encapsulating. You can flip that. So yeah, so if you got like a few of the colours, you could get some really cool effects with them. Where's my, there it is. Just pull. There we go, so we get that nice curve. I think that's a lovely colour. Right, so I'm gonna stick that into cure for 60 seconds. So there's the 8-in-1 Builder Gel. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to paint one of these black, because I think that blazing sky is going to be best over a black. We just know this is going to be epic. Right, so just a coat of black on that one. Cure that. Right, so let's do these. So First Love MYO2. Give it a good shake. So intriguing with this one because that's silver. So I'm going to do like I normally do. I'm going to do a coat with no magnet. And then I'll do a second coat and I'll magnetize it. But there's that one. And then this one is MYO6. I've not seen these ones. Although I'm sure I'm just behind the times because they have so many. So that looks like a nice pale pink. So there's those two. So I'm going to give these a cure and then we'll come back for the second coat. Okay, right, so that one, isn't it? So MI02, so let's see what happens with this one. I think this one's going to be one of those surprise, because it does definitely, that looks purple to me on there, so there's got to be like a purple flash that comes off. very intriguing. It's very, very faint lilac. It's really, really subtle there. And if I do my little heart, oh, you see the double line on it? Oh, that is so pretty. That went so smooth as well. Right, so cure that before it starts moving. And then MY06. I'm gonna have to have a look and see if I can get the rest of the collection. So this is this one. Oh, look how smooth that went. Oh, these are stunning. That is just beautiful. They look so smooth. It's moving in my hand. It's so pretty, isn't it? Oh, these are going to be perfect for like spring and summer. Okay, so there's that one. And that's the Builder Gel with the super top coat on. I love that colour. These are going to be really good for me because to use that as my base coat for press on nails, because I always use a base coat to give them some added strength. So to have a base coat with some colour in, it just saves some added layers, I suppose, doesn't it? Right, so Blazing Sky. So this one I'm doing over a black, MY393. Oh, this is just going to be amazing. And when I do it over a black, I don't do 2 coats of the cat eye, I just do 1. And we've got a hair in there. Let me get the hair. Ta-da. Right, I mean, that just looks stunning like that, doesn't it? Okay, so oh, look at that. Oh, wow. So that's got like orange, red. It looks like an ambery colour. Right, let's do the little, oh, get that in the middle. What is, do you see all the different colours in it? I really hope that's coming up on camera because oh, look at that. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Can't stop looking at it. Right, so I will get a couple of, oh no, I've got to do that, haven't I? Right, so I'll do that over, do that on a black swatch. Right, so these metal painting gels, you need to make sure that you stir them when you use them. Look at that. They do these in super laser, which is just absolutely stunning. Then you've got a gold and a rose gold. I think it's just a rose gold one that I haven't got. But look at that. It's just beautiful. They're really nice to paint with, you know, for art. Just get that away. It's been in the drawer. Make sure it's clean and dry. I'll do that one. And the trick with them is, once you've painted on whatever it is you want to paint, give them a little while before you put them in the lamp. The mirror effect comes up more that way once it's sort of like the particles settle. And you honestly don't need a lot at all. And honestly, these pots do last ages. They're a fab alternative if you don't want to do chrome. Whether you're doing, maybe, you know, if you're working on a client, it's probably a little bit quicker to just grab this pot and paint, and you still get the same effect. So I'm just gonna get, that's just gone shiny really quick. You probably do need, I'd say I'd do it for the 90 seconds as well. Shiny. Just because they are so pigmented. So that is the metal painting gel, and it is gorgeous. So I'm going to top coat these. I'll get some tips ready, and we'll do something with them. Don't know what yet, but so see you in a sec. Right, okay, so I think won't be putting these on yet. So that's the Builder Gel. I love it. Then this one's Blazing Sky. That is gorgeous. Oh, it's like, so you've got orange and red in there. You can see why they call it Blazing Sky anyway. And then we've got the two First Love MY06 and 02. They're so pretty and so smooth and reactive as well. So there's no point me putting them on the bottles yet while I do this. And then that is the Super Shine Silver. It's been cured and top coated. It's gorgeous. It's just so pretty. Right, so I've got a few tips. I'm not necessarily going to do a set. I just wanted to play with a couple of little designs, but I'm going to use the Builder Gel as like, I've gone over these with the acid-free primer, which I do for my press-ons. I use that, or there is the 3-in-1 as well, which I use. I don't buff before going over. I use the primer and then a base coat. So I'm going to use this as my base coat and then the background nude colour. So I'm not going to use this for building any structure or anything like that. I'm just going to use this for the background nude. Obviously it's a Builder Gel, it is a little bit thicker. But just make sure that we've got it everywhere we need to. And just give it, oh my goodness me, them birds driving me mad. Just give it a second to self level. I might do that on 2. Do it on 2 of the nails. I think I might need to get a few more. If this idea that I've got in my head works, then I'm going to get some more colours. So let me give that one a second to see. That one smoothed out lovely, and that's self-leveling really fast as well. You can see in the light line how much it's leveled out. Obviously if you was doing these as a builder or whatever, you'd be able to buff over them, smooth them, but it wouldn't take a lot of buffing at all. Right, so 1, 2, I'll give them a full 60 seconds. Hello. And then on this one I'm going to use Milky Jelly. This is the Hema-free one. Milky Jelly 01. And then, well then again, I didn't base coat this, did I? Oh well. It's not like anyone's wearing these, are they? I'm going to do 2 coats of that. So I'm going to cure this. I'll do 2 coats of them and then I'll be back. Right, okay, so Dave had 2 coats. That is literally what 2 coats look like, you know, spreading it like you would a gel polish. This I'm going to do now on my palette. I've got some Blazing Sky and then some black and white. They're white. Oh, the coverage is just brilliant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint on a second layer, and I'm going to use this as a blooming gel. So just keep forgetting you can't, like you would a polish, you know how you paint really quick, you do need to work a little bit slower with it because it is thick. It is a Builder Gel. And then what I'm going to do is just pull some lines through. So what you got to remember is, so normally we would base coat, then we would do 2 coats of the colour, then we would be applying a blooming gel, and then blooming our polish. But with this, we've literally done 2 coats of a builder, and then still getting the same effect. Right, so I've pulled the black and white through. So let me just hold that there. There we go. Takes off the excess and doesn't ruin the effect, because obviously you've got a gel and you're adding more gel to it, so it will flood to the sides. It's naturally going to do that, but you don't want bulk. How cool is that? Right, so now I'm going to get the cat eye, and I'm going to pull this right the way through. The black and the white that we've just put on. Oh, look how that's spreading. More down there. Right. We get a fresh one of these. So I'm going to flip it upside down. I'm not going to use the magnet yet. I want to get it so it's not pulling at the sides. And it's where we need it to be. Then I'll get the magnet, so that's gone nice and smooth. Let's just turn it. So it's being upside down. Just double check there's nothing. And then, oh, look at it. Beautiful. And then I'm going to cure that before the particles start moving. So yeah, so that's like took a couple of the layers off to what we would have normally applied if we were just using the gel polish. So to be able to do 2 coats of that, the nail's going to be super strong, so it's going to be like a structured manicure. So that's been used as the base gel, the colour and the blooming all in one. Brilliant. Then with these two, so over the milky jelly, let's see what we can get from they're really nice, smooth. That was, I stuck the 2 tips together in the lamp. Don't judge me. And then I'll do this one at the bottom. when you're doing like an ombre, obviously you don't want to get the other colour on your nail, on your polish brush, so just put some down and then just use the brush to push it, and then you're not going to get none and contaminate your colours. Right, ombre. So let's just give them a little jiggle. Just going backwards and forwards. I love how they've got these and they've called them First Love. And we've got Valentine's Day coming. Pat that so they blend. And then where have I put it? Let's see what happens. To get the full flash. And then I did clean that, didn't I? I want to do like, I need a longer one. And then there we go, just pull the brush to and from before we've cured the cat eye. So I'm going to cure that now. How cool is that? Love that. Right, so then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some of this. And then because we're painting onto it, I'm going to take off. And Builder Gel does have more of an inhibition layer than a normal gel polish. So I'm going to take off any inhibition layer, which wasn't much to be fair. Give that a clean. And then some small dots. With no product on the brush, I'm just using the very, very tip of it to pull out. My hands are really shaky today. To pull out from the product that we placed down with the dotting tool. If you've got product on your brush, you'll make the lines thicker. So just do some little. Oh my God, my hands are really shaky today. I haven't been very well. Really, really lightly, the very, very point of the brush. There we go, got some silver stars, and I'm just going to do some Actually, I'll use the smaller end. Just do some little dot clusters. One up there. So there's that one. I'll give that one a cure, and then that'll just be done. Then I'll top coat that one. How pretty is that? That is just gorgeous, isn't it? Right, what shall we do? Okay, let me get rid of some of these. So again, because I'm going to paint on with the metal painting gel, I'm going to take off the tacky layer. That is just so pretty. So pretty. Make sure that's nice and dry. So I've got a 20mm liner. I'm just going to pull that right through. And then just going to paint around the edges. Absolutely gorgeous. So this one I'm just going to go over now with the super top coat. And if you're looking for the top coat that doesn't yellow, doesn't scratch, that is a really strong top coat, the super top coat from Born Pretty is exactly what it's called, super. Brilliant. Obviously with painting art on your nail as well, if these were like press-ons or if it was a person, I'd base coat before top coating just to get it nice and smooth, because even when you're just drawing lines and things, obviously you're going to get those like raised parts. So just flip it upside down. Oh, it looks stunning now. Can't stop looking at it. Right, that one's insecure. And then we have this one. So again, wipe off my tacky layer. Right, if you was doing this as a builder gel, like you was building the nail, then wipe off your tacky layer, give it a buff. Make sure it's nice and smooth, but I've literally done that as like a polish rather than a builder. And it was nice to work with. Let me know if you'd like to see me do a set on my practice hand of Builder Gel. I've only been doing acrylics on it. The If you want me to do like a builder gel, let me know. Okay, that one's all cured. Top, wherever. If only you could see how many bottles I had scattered all over my desk right now. Okay, so I love how those two have blended together. Is that anything you've ever tried before with cat eye? Bring up the flash and then you can make some effects in it before you cure it. And it just looks really cool. And there's that one. I'll just flip. So what shall we do on here? Got the brain a ticking. So I'm going to use these two again. I'm just going to do some like random patches. Some random patches. Bring up the flash. So they're like that. Give them a cure. There's that one all cured. I think I'm going to be doing a set of press-ons in that sort of. Oh, I just love them. Right, I'll cure them. I'm going to get something and then I'll be back. Right, so that's that cured. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with a base gel just to make sure that it's all nice and level. Now the Born Pretty base gel is quite a thick one, but it self levels really quick and it is fab for smoothing nail surfaces out for the next bit. Make sure I've got right around the edges because I want that really smooth. See how fast that's all like leveling out. So again, flip it upside down. Right, cure. And then I'm going to use these foils because I've been having loads and loads of sort outs and I found loads of foils I'd forgotten about. So these roses I think will be perfect. I'm so happy that Christmas is out of the way. I don't know, I just need to get more excited about nail art because Christmas nail art, although it's nice, bores me a bit. Sorry to say. To apply them, I'm going to be using the Born Pretty foil glue. Now this one and the sparkles are my two fave, and I've always said that. Sparkles is the one that I'll probably use the most, but this one is a very close to it. Now before I put the transfer the foil gel on. I'm going to take off the tacky layer because I only want the roses to stick where I put them, but then again I'm going to put foil gel all over, I think, because I'm wondering if I put like that one. Let me cut these ones off at the end. There. Because that sticking to my gloves is going to just infuriate me. So, I don't know, how am I best doing this? Yeah. Do you know what I will? I'll just put it all over the nail. And just cut the ones out that I want. And while I'm doing this, that could be curing, couldn't it? To be fair. Oh, dear me. So this one I found is exactly the same. 60 seconds. Just give it those few seconds to, depending on what foil you're using, I think. If you're using like the metallic ones that have the silver back, they pretty much stick straight away, no problem. These ones, I always leave like once it's cured, just give it, I don't know, 30 seconds at least, but just cure for 60 seconds in the lamp, easy. There's no messing with that one as well. Here we go. Mabel's morning flap. Every morning without fail, that bird. It's about the same time. And then she's going to shout now. As you do. Right, so I'm going to try and do that. And then I think what I'll do is cut that one out as well, actually. Oh, where's my tweezers? So take that out while I'm doing this, so it cools a little bit. Oh my god, get off. Okay. Should I do it so it's coming down actually? I'm going in. So just smooth over with the silicone, and any tough bits, use the there's that. And then do so. Yeah, just use a little. Just plonk it on, Rebecca. Pure overthinking where to pull a bloody rose. So any bits that don't stick, just lift them up, give them another rub over the top. You can use your nail or the tweezers. And there's that. How pretty is that? Absolutely stunning. Right, I'm going to go over that with the matte top coat. Matte top coat is brilliant. It will seal in that foil, it will protect it. I mean, it's a top coat, isn't it? But with matte top coat, it's good to paint on top of as well if you wanted to carry on with your nail art, or you could base coat, but it just gives you that smooth matte surface to paint over. So that's what that looks like shiny. So I'm going to cure this and then I'll be back. That's what it looks like matte. Right, so I've got a little tiny 5mm brush. And I'm going to use some of this silver, just a tiny little bit. I'm just going to outline. Hardly putting on any pressure. I've only got like the tiniest bit on my brush. I'm just going around some of the petals on the rose. So I'm just going to flash that for 10 seconds and then paint the rest. So there we go. I didn't outline literally everything. I've just gone round to sort of, you know, make it stand out. And then I'm going to go over now with the super top coat, which will bring everything back up. And I just wanted to point out as well that the amount that I had on my palette, I'd used that small bit that I'd got out at the very beginning, and I hadn't got any more out. So it really is, a little goes a long way. And there it is, shiny. Right, I'm going to cure this, I'll tidy up, and then we'll come back at the end and have a look again at all the goodies. Right then, I definitely think there is a floral set in our future with these cat eyes, and that's silver. Or I've got the gold as well, or I've got the super laser, I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out. And then there's that one using the Builder as a blooming gel, as well as the colour and the base coat, and I think that is just genius. So I'm definitely going to be investing in that one. Is like your cool toned nude, which is B10 or BG10, I think it is. So these are 15ml. There's all your ingredients. So I'm going to be getting, like, I've got the clear, and I want like a nice pink, maybe more of a peach, and then I think I'll be happy with those three, because I think that is just absolutely fab idea to be able to do that. That will save so much time, especially with me making the press on nails, using those, especially if I'm going to be doing like a bloom design as well. And that just bloomed lovely. So that is the Builder Gel. I will link everything that I was sent today down below in the description box. I don't know what sales they've got on at the moment, but if they don't have any sales on, I have a 10% code, which is TPP10. So that can save you 10%. Then we've got First Love MY06 and MY02. Now those two are so smooth and reactive. They are stunning, and I mean, well, you've seen how fast that they reacted, and that ombre is just insane. I love that. I absolutely love that. And then Blazing Sky. So I'm hoping, I don't think it is it? You've got like the red and the orange. On the Instagram for Born Pretty, they show it. They've done this as the background, and then they've done like a beach sort of silhouette design, and it does look like a sunset, but it's kind of like a pinky red, and then it goes into a yellow, orange and yellow. It is absolutely gorgeous. Should we try it on before we go? I want to do it onto a clear, just so we can see any, because as we all know, cat eyes, depends on what you put them on. Let's see, we can see some different colours coming out now. Keep getting like a little flash of purple. So that's that with no cat eye. So I'll just cure that while we waffle about the rest, and then we can do a second coat. And the metal painting gel. Let me show you the other ones. I love them. Super Laser. Oh, that's the other drawer. Super Laser. It's just brilliant. Look at that. And it really does give that full effect as well, even when you're just doing line work with it. And then I've got the gold. Like I say, they do a rose gold as well. I just haven't got that one. It's more like an antique-y gold. They're so nice to paint with. So that is them. So yeah, where are we? So that was it, just the lines on the black with the top coat over it. And when you use it, do give it like a little bit to settle, and then it gets shinier. And that is what I've used for those two. And it's just a really easy, simple replacement for chrome. Right, now then. So I'm going to do a second coat with this. Definitely going to see more colours this way. Okay. You can really see that line now. If the camera's picking it up for you guys. Cat eyes are just an absolute pain. Oh. I really want you to be able to see it because it's just so pretty. It's kind of like got a purplish background when you've got nothing underneath it. Let me get off this bad boy again. I don't know, I give up. It's really pretty. I'll put a picture up off the Born Pretty website so you can see it. I'm just going to cure that. It'd help if I switched the lamp on, wouldn't it? So that is everything that I was sent today. And like I say, I will link everything down below. Any questions, just let me know. Don't forget, I've got a code if they haven't got anything else on that's better. You do have that 10% code there. If you want me to do a video, maybe I'm definitely going to be doing a floral set with those. That is so pretty. It's just so pretty. Absolutely genius idea. I am going to go now and have a look on the website myself, and like I say, I want a pinky one and a peachy one. And I think, you know, that will be fab. Bloomed, lovely. Painting gel, fab to paint with, super shiny. And this is going to do me head, and if I can't, I'm hoping that you can see it. but it's got like a bluey purple background, and then you've got that orange and red sort of flash coming up. It is gorgeous, stunning, stunning. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Aimeili. Fab choice. I literally only picked that, but I love everything else. And I want the rest of these as well. I'm going to go and have a look at them. Here we go. And thank you so much if you made it this far. Don't forget to give me a like, comment or subscribe. Thank you so much for being here, and I love and appreciate every single one of you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.